certainly been watching this through the morning. We had periods of very heavy rain that have come on through. So far, no worse for wear in Brownsville, although we anticipate the worst coming in certainly later tonight once the center of circulation gets basically due south of us. That'll mean the heaviest rain and the strongest wind, as will then be due north of that eye, and also anticipating some strengthening with Alex as well. What we've seen today is basically typical of what they thought they would see here. We had a chance to catch up with the mayor of Brownsville a little bit earlier this morning, and he talked about what some of his concerns are with Alex as it gets closer to shore.
But it's a slow-moving hurricane, and that's when they do a lot of damage. It's going about 7 miles an hour with winds up to 80 miles an hour. But when they move slow, it lingers, and the rains come, and the winds bash you, so it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's certainly concerned about. How much really will the wind be a factor here? They're really, I think, more concerned about the rain more than anything else. And why not? The really heavy bands have set up almost right on top of the coast here in South Texas. We've actually picked up more than 2.5 inches of rain with this storm so far. And if you work your way out where there's less friction and you've got more of a wind component out of South Padre, it becomes even more of a factor for us there. Winds at times have been gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour for us here in Brownsville, higher as you get towards the low-lying areas there and now toward the beaches. Certainly that is just going to get worse as we go through the day. Betty was mentioning we've got warm Gulf waters out there. We've had some outflow off to the west. We've got ridging in between, so it looks like the northwest movement will continue, and strengthening is likely to occur for us as well. When you take a look at the forecast, it's all rain and nothing but rain from here on out, and that does include today, tomorrow, portions of Friday as well. That's why we have flood watches, flash flood watches, river flood watches, coastal flood advisories. All those areas are concerns for high water. Just be careful if you're traveling. If you don't have to travel, don't do it. That's the best advice. Stay home if you can, and make sure you watch for any areas where there may be high water in roadways or detours.